Hi there. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these easy dishcloths. So these are super easy to make up, and they're really good for the environment, and they're also really affordable too. So before I was just using uh, little sponges in my kitchen, and then I would throw them out after a little while. So I'm really glad to be using these now just because they're a lot better for the environment. After a few uses, I can just throw them into the laundry bin and with my laundry. So they're really easy to clean, and they knit up really quickly. You can make probably one in just a few hours. So I just decided to do this just on a whim, just because I just wanted sometimes it's nice to do small projects because larger projects can just seem so daunting sometimes. So I just did these just for fun, just for the instant gratification of finishing a project. And I ended up making about 10 of these. And so you can, they're made from cotton yarn, and you can get the yarn anywhere at Walmart or a knitting supply store. And it's usually around $2 or $3 for a ball, and you get about 2.5 cloths per ball. So what may happen is that you may end up, what I found happened is a lot of this, I ended up with a corner. So just for planning ahead, what I'd recommend is maybe just leaving the odds aside so that you can put all of them together for one project. So you may end up with one odd cloth, but that's fine because it's just the dishcloth and you can just use it somewhere discreet where people won't see it. And so they're really nice for Christmas gifts. You can make them in a variety of different colors. This one is Christmas colors. It's a red and green. And so the yarn looks just like this. And I'm using the Bernat Handicrafter cotton yarn. And there's also a free pattern on the label, so that's great. And it has the flower pattern. And for that, it recommends a size 8 crochet hook, but today we're going to be knitting them. So to begin, leave a bit of a tail because you're going to sew this in at the end. So you just need it to be long enough for a thread, and then you cast on. Cast on however you're comfortable with. This is just the only way I know how. So you cast on 4 stitches, and I'm using, I believe, I'm just double checking right now. I'm using size 6 or 4mm knitting needles. So now that you have 4 stitches, then you're going to begin by knitting. So knit 1 row. So that's the knit 1 row. And now you knit. So you knit 2, you knit 2, yarn over, and then you knit till the end, and that's it. So that's how you'll start. You begin with increasing 1 stitch each row, and then you turn, and then you repeat that. So knit 2, yarn over, and then knit to the end. So you keep repeating this until, since I'm making a square, you just repeat it until you have it, the square, the width that you like. So I have been stopping at 40 stitches. It does make a little bit smaller of a cloth, but just keep going until you have it the width that you like, and then you begin the decrease. So first you knit the first stitch, and then you knit 2 together, and then you bring the string over, and then you knit 2 together, and then you just knit the rest of the row all the way to the end. So I just moved into another room, so that's why the background's different. So you keep decreasing until you have 4 stitches on your needle. So you can see I have 5. So I'm going to knit, knit 2 together, string over, and knit 2 together. So now I have 4. So now I'm finished decreasing. So now it's time to cast off. Just cast off however you're familiar with. So I'm going to knit, string over, knit, string over, knit, string over, and then I'm just going to pull this up. So now that you've cut the thread, you're left with a tail. So now you grab a needle and you just sew it into here, and you also sew the beginning tail into the piece. So then you're all finished. So these make nice Christmas gifts, or just for yourself to use at home. They're a quick, satisfying project, and so you can use them as stocking stuffers, or even just for cleaning around the house, because they're really not that expensive. They're maybe $1.50, so it's the same as buying maybe a cloth anywhere. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And make sure to subscribe to my channel and like the video, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. And I'll see you next time.